Me, hey, I started feeling funny. Nikaanza kusikia wa. You know, you're at that point where you're feeling like crying because wase zilishika. Sasa we had reached where see, I told you we were walking. So tumefika mahali where it's a bit public. A lot of people on the road. Remember, this was during the day. It wasn't at night. It was during the day. Na kajua kalikuwa kamewaka. Hey. So I told my friends, hey, ebu you guys chill. Me, I don't feel nice. I'm not feeling okay at all. Like, my feet are weak. My knees are weak. Yani, I was speaking like a drunk person. At that time, I'm telling you this, guys, see, you help me. See, you help me, guys. Me, I'm dying. That's how dramatic I was. So, I got to where people they were, and I told my friends, Ebu, we stand for a while because taki kuchoma picha mbele yao wase. Ebu, wait a minute. I need to calm down. I need to breathe. I need a moment. You know, see, we sat down on a stone. I remember this stone. It was it was colored blue, and I was wondering how comes there was a blue stone in the middle of the road. So, see, we are standing there. I told my friends to sit. They told me to sit down. I sat down. I started laughing. I remember I was laughing so hard. I don't know what they were saying, but I was laughing so hard. People were passing. A few people were passing around there, and they were, hey, hawa watoto wa siku hizi. These kids of nowadays. Hey. Nikaka chini. I think ndio zilianza kushika zaidi you people. Because, kai, after I sat down, and they told me, hey, sasa amka tuanze kutembea, kila mtu arudi kwao. What the fuck are you telling me, guys? Mimi nirudi kwetu looking like this. Remember, I was staggering on the road. Nimekunywa Jebel, nimemix na Blue Moon, na sija chase at all. Tuendelee. Kanuke. See me, I told these guys, what? Ati tuende home? Ati watu waende kwao? Ati, zi. Me, I insisted we keep walking until zishuke, until turudi kwetu mtu ayuko pabaya, you know. So we kept walking. Tukaendelea kutembea. Remember, when we sat down, we were a bit exposed. We were around people. And I was like, hey, Ebu, let me try to walk straight. So I held on to my lady friend. Like, nikamshikilia nikamwambia, Ebu tutembee pamoja. Maybe tuta sober up, as in tutatembea straight, because she was also staggering, but I was worse. We reached a place where there were kiosks. There were a bunch of kiosks around. Like on this side of the road, kuna kiosk mob, and on this side of the road it's empty. So we are walking on the other side of the road, and there are no cars passing. That they will block us from people seeing us, you know. So I held on to my friend while we were walking. You guys, guess what? I tripped hard. Nilijipata chini. I pulled, you know, we were like this with my friend. I pulled her down, like I fell, and then I pulled her down. She also fell, and people now were watching. Because we fell and we started laughing. We started laughing too hard while we were still on the ground. So wakajua, these kids are drunk. These teenage kids are drunk. Sasa wamama waanze kusema, watoto wa siku hizi, pombe mbona inauziwa watoto, hey. And the worst thing, I remember, these guy friends of ours, walitutoka, imagine, after we fell, they were like a bit ahead because we were following each other. So walikuwa mbele yetu tu kiasi, and we were behind. After I fell, they turned back. I pulled my other friend down. She also fell. And they saw people looking at us. Imagine walitutoka. They escaped the scene. Like, they were nowhere to be seen. So me and my friend were struggling to stand up. We are drunk. We are staggering. Tunang'ang'ana kuamka. Tukapambana, tukaamka. Tukatembea tu, tukasema akina nani wametuacha. Ni sawa tu. Tuendelee tu kutembea. We've gotten their attention by whatever we were doing on the ground. You know. We kept walking, we met with my other friends. Now wenye walitutoka tukapatana nao mbele, wakasema wow, nyinyi mnajua venye mlikuwa mnaangaliwa, sijui people were looking at you weirdly, sijui these mamas from the circles were looking at you, they were talking about you, you know, and they had to escape because hawangeanza kutusaidia, ingekuwa wao ndio wametubaya. Ndio wale sawa tuendelee tu kutembea. And now it got worse. It got to a place where I was telling these people, me, I feel like puking. I feel so bad, like my stomach feels so bad. I need to stop. I need to drink or eat something. And they were like, you guys, it's getting late. It was, no, I remember it was around 6:30, 7-ish, because it wasn't dark yet. I remember it wasn't dark. So they were saying like, we need to go home and we need me now to sober up before I go home. I said, okay, what do people do to sober up? They told me we drink milk. Drink milk, you will puke out the alcohol and it will be all over, you know. See, baby girl ordered some milk. We went to the shop. We bought this big packet of milk and I drank. I sat down. I remember sitting down and chugging the milk, the packet of milk. I was just chugging it, you know. Ilikuwa ina drip, but I didn't care then because mi niko maji, you know. Nikakunywa yote, your packet ikaisha. And I told him, Z, we do this, we keep walking, we find another route, we keep walking, maybe until I puke, until I find a place to puke. I didn't want to force myself. So I said, the milk si imefika, maybe ita react ni puke. I told them, tuendelee kutembea. So wakanisikiza, we kept walking. So we reached a place and they were, we need to go home. They needed to go home. I was like, sawa. It was around 7:30 at the moment. I was like, sawa, you guys go home. Me, I'll also go home. You remember I haven't puked yet. I told them, sawa, we all go home. Come mbaya. Tuendeni home. So me, I came to our place. The first thing I did when I got into the gate, there was a toilet outside. Me, I got inside the toilet because I was scared of getting in the house. I was scared of getting inside the house. My dad was around. My mom was around. My big bro was around. I was like, no, I can't get inside right now. Let me go inside the toilet, compose myself. You know, we get in the toilet. I'm like, sober up, please come back. Okay. I find the courage to walk. I'm still staggering. I get in the house. Remember, I haven't even chewed gum to remove the smell of liquor in my mouth. The ghetto. The absolute ghetto, you guys. Sin kafika home. I got in the house. First thing I came, I noticed my dad sleeping on the couch. He was watching news. He just stared at me. I just walked past him. I went to my bedroom. I tried to chill in my room for a minute. Then, my mom called me. My mom called me in the kitchen. You guys, everything rushed in my brain, in my body. I felt like I was going to die. I wished the earth would open and swallow me alive. Wait for it. Me, I went to the kitchen. My mom was there. I think she had noticed me. She had done shopping, grocery shopping. She told me, take these tomatoes, wash them at the sink. I was like, sour. She noticed I was drunk. Now, when I was washing the tomatoes, I held on to the sink, the lower part of the sink like this. And you know how sharp that part is. Sasa nikakata my fingers. I cut my fingers while I was holding on to the sink so that I don't fall back, you know. I was trying so hard to be sober that I hurt myself unknowingly. I saw the blood, I rinsed it off very fast with the water and I ignored it. After I just washed the tomatoes, haraka tu nikazitupa nikaweka hapo. And I was like, hey, Ebu, let me get out of here. Nikarudi room. I went back to my bedroom. So in my room, I laid down for a minute. You guys, that's where everything blew. After I just laid back, I started puking in my room on the floor. Yani, I started puking on the floor. I was just puking. It was the milk I had drank. You remember I didn't puke. I started puking on the floor and I was like, oh fuck, this smells like alcohol. So the first thing I thought, wipe this before they call you and then they feel the smell in the house. You know, harufu ya vomit na liquor. No one wants to smell that at all. And I thought it felt like the smell made me puke more. So I took my towel. It was the closest thing I saw. So I took my towel, I dropped it on the floor. I just pushed back the puke over under my bed. So I just wiped the surface I was puking and pushed it over under my bed. Apparently, see, my mom had already noticed. See, she came to my room. You guys, she came to my room just after I had wiped it and asked me, "What's up? What's going on with you? Why do you look the way you're looking?" I was like, "Mom," I came up with the lamest excuse, you guys. I was like, "Mom, I think I've been drugged. I think I've been drugged. I ate some maembe somewhere na ni kama imeniharibikia. Sisikii vizuri. I feel like I'm going to die." Now you know that slugging tongue of drunkardness. I think she noticed. Now she called my dad. Short story. This man was in the army before. He has served in the army. And his only daughter, his teenage last born, who is nowhere close to 18, is drunk. My dad was called. And he was told, "Ebu, smell this room." My dad smelled the room. He looked at me. Yeah, ni yeye amekunywa. Amekunywa. You guys, that was the end of me. Ile war niliwekwa. Ile vita niliekwa. You guys, it was the worst and the best time of my life. Because I got to taste liquor, I knew what to do and what not to do. But the war I was given by my dad, he just unbuckled his belt. Shwa! Nikawekwa war ingine. Niliwekwa war ingine to die for. Literally. Yani the next day, they were like, "Oh, how are you feeling? I know it's called a hangover. Yeah, take the painkillers, clean your room, and you know what? Give us your phone. You won't have your phone for the next until you go back to school. Until the holiday is over." That was the biggest punishment. Yeah, so guys, that's the story behind my first time drinking. I would advise you, if you haven't drunk yet, please don't. If you're below age, please don't drink. Yeah, it was horrible. I tasted alcohol and it was bad. It was tasteless. It was bitter. I was wondering why people used to drink it. Yani, but now, look at this grown woman drinking some vodka, telling us a history of how with the same drink she's having. Okay, no, I'm not having the same drink I had those days. Anyway, guys, enough of this story time for today. Please share your story on the comments section. Tell us what you experience, what you've experienced. Give us a short story about you and your first time, Yeah, guys. So remember to subscribe, like, and share. Feel free to share. We get to 500 subscribers now. Yeah, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.